seeing all the things there were to appreciate in just any ordinary day in America. When Thanksgiving Day got here, we took our places around the table and we were ready. And then, well, we all knew it. There are some things you just can't say. But
I hate you all. You've ruined my life, and I'm moving to Kansas City.
Have we fast forwarded to Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, we're now on Thanksgiving Day. Okay. Yeah, we're waking up in Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
But everybody in his own way knew what he had to be thankful for, and that this was the time to think about it. Tom was first.
I am thankful for getting plenty to eat all the time, with extras that count, like cookies and milk after school. Like Mom says, I'm hungry all the time anyway, and if I didn't live in a country where there is plenty to go around, golly.
I'm also thankful for little Jimmy, who I beat up at school and make him give me test answers. This is weird, creepy music in the background.
Is.
Yeah, but this is like the wholesome type of shit that, that the American government felt like they, America's no better than China, really, if you think about it. They're just putting out these weird videos.
I think China's just later on. There's just more technology now to do exactly what we were doing.
Yeah, they just actually control their population's every move. America was just hoping to get it in your heads so you'd act like this, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, watch any episode of Leave It to Beaver, and you'll see that they were trying to portray life.
Oh, yeah.
As this picture perfect
and make
world.
You feel bad if it wasn't that
That's
way.
Right.
And I'm thankful for the free public library, where I can get books about adventure. Jack London, Richard Halliburton. Gee, the way they tell a story, it's as good as being there yourself. And it's free, with only a library card.
I'd like to stop and make a... When do they have product placement in PSA videos? I'm also thankful for Budweiser, the all-American beer that Daddy drinks 17 times a night. If it wasn't for Budweiser, I might have a functional childhood.
And a turkey.
Yeah. Find Budweiser at your local grab and go.
Yes, Tommy thought about some of the things he ought to be glad for all the time.
Yes.
And somehow turkey and trimming seemed to matter a whole lot less than he thought they did yesterday.
Because the public library clearly is on the top of any child's list.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did like the public library.
I loved it. Yeah. I still love books.
And I did like Jack London. Call of the Wild. It's one of the greats.
Call of the Wild.
Well, then it was Susan's turn. Susan's a happy-go-lucky kid. You'd never credit her with thinking beyond her dolls. But she got right into the spirit.
How chauvinistic are these things?
I know.
You never credit her for thinking beyond her dolls.
I didn't even know she could think.
She is just a feeble woman. Yeah. I didn't even know she had a brain.
They used to not have them.
Until this Thanksgiving dinner, I didn't even know she spoke. Mother taught her how to speak. It's amazing. She's going to grow up to do great things. She's going to be a great dishwasher one day. Yeah. She's going to iron real swift.
Spirit of it.
I am thankful we have what we need to wear. Though Mother says it's hard to keep up with us, we grow so fast. I never thought before how many clothes it takes for all kinds of weather, or how it would be to have to do without the right ones.
And then I will read this a little bit more as Mother tells me to.
Mother is standing behind me with the family rifle. If I don't say these things, I'm sure to lose the brain that Daddy doesn't know I have. I'm thankful for the clothes I have and that it covers up every inch of me so I never have to show skin to the boys
That's
outside.
Right. No ankles.
I can just see this little girl's face.
I'm glad to be able to go to Sunday school or go to any church I want any Sunday.
Notice they
As
said
we're
church.
Playing
yeah.
Christmas
Christian yeah.
hymns.
Oh, it's all creepy too.
It is.
And notice she said church. Not synagogue or mosque or anything like that. She said church. Christian church.
I'm thankful for my mother and daddy, that they are here with us, that both of them aren't too worried about things to take time to have fun with us. I'm glad we're a family, that families are still important in America.
Oh, families are still important in America.
The family unit.
The nuclear family.
I guess Dick, being the oldest, was having some pretty serious thoughts.
Jenny in my class got boobs yesterday. Sweet. I've whacked off 3 times today. I wonder if I can go for 4 in a day. I'm going to break my own personal record.
You can, Jack. You can.
I've literally been humping the walls in my bedroom.
I'm thankful for my dick.
Yeah, I'm grateful for this Johnson.
Dick in a box.
Dick in a box. I'm grateful for my long, strong erection. Yeah. And this PSA is brought to you by Viagra.
Right.
Yeah. Back then, I don't even, they had to have something, some kind of nitrate or something.
Ancient Chinese medicine.
Yeah, ancient Chinese medicine. That's right. Then they used like tiger blood or something. There's a drink called tiger blood, and it's got like 7,000 grams of caffeine. Yeah. It's crazy.
I am thankful for being able to get an education, for living where schools, all schools, open their doors to a guy who wants to learn, where school books are studied instead of burned, where a guy is rated by how much he knows, and the community is rated by how well it teaches him. I'm glad I've got a chance to play, batting a ball around once in a while. Stuff like that.
Stuff like that. I can't think of anything else.
Stuff like that.
What child ever in the history of ever is grateful for the public schools that he has to go to? Textbooks?
Yeah.
Textbooks?
That were being burned, but weren't there book burning going on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well,
later,
you got to think of the
later.
time. This is right after World War II, right? Right after Hitler's time. So there was a lot of book burning going on in Germany. So maybe this is like a propaganda film coming out of the war. Where they're trying to, get those nasty communist thoughts out of, nationalist thoughts out of people's heads.
Nasty
Those commies. Those commie bastards.
I'm glad it's fun growing up in America.
Sure. Baby Janet's too young to understand the big word Thanksgiving.
She'll never understand.
But yeah, she'll never understand. She's a woman.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Let's move on.
She's too little even to tell us the things that make her happy. But we can tell, and maybe she's thinking about them now. Maybe she's thinking about the fun of splashing around in the tub, and about...
Rub-a-dub-dub, let's get Janet in the tub. We give Janet a bath once a year. The kids get a bath, and it's a high time here around the house.
Oh, that's a celebration.
Yeah, everybody uses the same water, and of course, oldest to youngest, Janice gets the cold but still clean water. Yeah. At least it's less dirt than she had on her before. That's what I say. Janet smells like a monkey. Let's be honest. The whole house is stinking up. I cannot wait until Febreze is invented.
How good it feels to be clean. About playtime with Mother and the security she feels in Mother's arms. And as for Mother, seems she's always working, cooking, ironing, tending children, daylight to dark. What does she have to be thankful for?
Nothing, Jim!
You don't even ask.
Take us on a vacation!
You don't want me to go there!
Yeah. You don't understand, Jim. Daylight to dusk is right. That's short-sighting it, quite frankly. I sleep 3 hours a night. You haven't lifted a finger in 12 years we've been married. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
And you got a little dick.
And I'm raising Janet's child.
That's right. And if I had a Janet, little Janet, big Janet's child, little Janet. And if I had a telephone, I'd call for help. But I'm not allowed to use it.
I am thankful that my children had the privilege of being born safely and of growing up healthy and strong. I'm thankful that I have the privilege of guiding them as they become useful men and women.
Not men, really, but, the women will come along eventually.
And I'm thankful for all the things our American system makes possible.
Here we go with the propaganda.
For the Smiths and the Browns and the Johnsons. For washing machines.
What about the Goldsteins?
Yeah, what about the Goldsteins? Or,
the Rodriguezes.
Yeah. No, Krissy. Let's not talk about that. This is intended for a certain audience. Mm-hmm. People who were allowed to watch it or are affluent enough to get a TV.
Yeah.
Or be in a movie theater.
Hot water out of a tap.
Here's the hot water out of a tap. Here's the crazy part about this is that I think some of these movies were these films were literally shown before like a feature film. So,
yeah, they used to do that.
Yeah, a lot during the World War II, and between World War I and World War II and into the 60s, I think, they would show these short 10 to 15 minute PSAs.
Yeah, they had a captive audience.
Yeah,
and
they
they're waiting
sure
to see
did.
whatever they could with Greta Garbo on screen. Now you got to sit through this.
Now you got to sit through this shit.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And a telephone to call the doctor when one of the family is sick. A car to get Dad to work. Yes, I'm thankful for all the things free people working together can produce.
Yes, I'm thankful for groupthink mentality.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for not having an opinion of my own to rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for not being able to vote because I wouldn't even know who to vote for. And as far as driving is concerned, it sounds like fun, but you know, men really know how to handle that stuff much better. Is that what I got to say? Is that what you want me to say? Mr. Asshole Director? I find it funny that everyone behind the camera has a dick. And you want me to say this horse shit? I can't drive. I can't talk. Am I getting paid for this at least? No, this is the last indignity. Yep. You mean my husband gets $20,000 and what do I get?
Yep.
A new towel to wash my dishes with?
No
You're an
turkey.
Asshole. No turkey for you.
I'm thankful that when my neighbor drops in to borrow a cup of flour,
we can make out because Jim isn't home. She's hot.
got the right to talk about anything we want to. The parent-teacher project, the new mayor, or Jane Jones' hat.
What?
What? Jane Jones' hat. They're talking about the pool boy.
We can talk whatever we like.
Yeah, whatever we like.
The woman's hat down the street.
The woman's hat? The new mayor?
The new mayor, how cute he is.
Presidential politics where we can't vote?
No, the flowers.
The flowers.
The whatever. We're free.
What color I'm going to paint my house next year?
Yeah, we're free.
We're free to talk about anything except most things.
Yes.
Because it's impolite.
And last of all, I'm truly thankful for the peace of mind that Dad's job brings, for knowing that even though there are lots of luxuries we can't afford, there still will always be enough to go around for the things we have to have. I'm glad Dad doesn't work slave hours, that there are evenings and Sundays and vacations when we can all be together.
Let's rewind that for a second.
Yeah. Maybe
Does that say enough? Did we just say enough there? Yeah. You heard the word. You heard how she used it.
Jeez.
I think it's a little too close for comfort, if you ask me. It's in 1947. There are plenty of people that are in their 50s who actually probably remember Jim Crow or slavery.
Right.
So that was not cool and sanctioned by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Because you know that the military and the FBI or whoever, I mean, I don't know the FBI. Yeah, the FBI was 39. The FBI was reading these scripts. They clearly had to give them approval, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty shitty, actually, of them to do. But anyway, let's move on.
That's Mother for you. Grateful for what America means to her family.
That's Mother for you, racist.
Oh, God.
That's Mother for you, shouldn't pull any punches. She doesn't like certain kind of people.
Emily. And now for me. I've got so many things to be thankful for. I'm thankful for this house. It may need a coat of paint. It has a mortgage, but it's ours. A place where we can be together in privacy. And I'm thankful for the thing that makes this house our home. The happiness here. Not just today or on Christmas morning, but on a day-to-day basis all through the year. For knowing that a knock on our door means nothing to fear. A friend calling, or maybe a bill collector, or a kid selling magazines. You never know what to expect.
Or a prostitute.
The one I met last night.
What is this guy talking about? I'm thankful for this printed paper where I get all of my news fed to me straight from the U.S. government.
But you can count on one thing. It's not going to be some political gangster coming to drag one of us off to jail because we believe in freedom.
Well, that I agree with.
That is good.
And I'm glad that that freedom we've got lets me choose the kind of work I like and can do best. Taking a sluggish motor and making it hum again.
I'm glad I get to work for minimum wage here at this, whatever it is.
The mechanic shop.
Yeah, down at the mechanic shop. I'm glad I can pump oil straight from the ground.
Yeah.
Grass-fed oil.
Grass.
Makes me feel that somebody got to his work or wherever he had to go just because of me. And feeling like that gives me a lot of satisfaction.
You know what else gives me satisfaction? Big Jane. She gives me satisfaction too. I'm grateful for my many mistresses and the fact that my wife can't go anywhere, so she has to stay with me.
Yep.
And I'm thankful for my newspaper. Just a few cents worth of printer's ink and paper, but more valuable than any amount of money. Because in it, the editor's got the privilege of printing what he thinks. And I've got the privilege of agreeing with him or not.
And I've got the privilege of agreeing with him or not, but I mostly agree with him. This is insane propaganda.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you don't think... Listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am not. I do not believe in far-flung, irrelevant, unpragmatic, not making sense, nonsensical bullshit. I do not do it. I don't go down those rabbit holes. But I've known for a long time that the U.S. government has been employing propaganda strategies and still do to this day to some degree. But this is just like, this is blatant. Yeah. How you can't see through this, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there were plenty of people who saw through it. I'm sure plenty of people were like,
that's why the 60s happened.
Shit. Yeah, that's why the 60s happened.
Late 50s and 60s.
However, the facts strike me. And both of us, the editor and I, have the right to act on our opinions on Election Day, to vote for the principles we believe in. And finally, I'm thankful for being able to believe, in spite of everything, that somehow, someway,
we'll get turkey again.
Unity we've got here in the Johnson family will someday spread to men and nations throughout the world.
This really
for
was
all
like
these
right
things,
wartime.
we are
stuff.
truly and humbly thankful.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay, amen. There we go.
Did they get a turkey?
No, they didn't get a turkey. They never got a turkey. So
just
the kids,
the pumpkin pie.
The kids went hungry.
They were
basically. That's
bouncing off the walls from the sugar.
Oh man, can you believe it? Can you believe this is not that long ago? By the way, guys, this is not that long ago. This is what can happen.
But it's not.
Yeah, I mean, this is wasn't that long ago when I was born, but now it's that long ago when you guys are born. Oh man, I'll tell you what.
I'm grateful for you.
I'm grateful for you.
I'm grateful for our listeners.
I'm grateful for our listeners
Thank
also.
You.
We're
gobble,
grateful
gobble.
for gobble gobble. Thank you for listening. You know, there's commercials popping up in the shows. I know some of you have noticed it. We did that. That's what we're doing on purpose because we're just paying ourselves back a little bit. We spend a lot of money on these on this show and growing the show and we spend a lot of time in the studio.
We do.
So we're just looking to make a little bit of
I'm
a back.
just trying not to go back to getting a job, people. Come on. Come on.
And I'm trying to get out of my current one. So there you go. We're both working toward a goal here. Truth is, it's not a lot of money. So I don't want you to think we're making millions off of advertising. No. But if you hear an advertiser, you know, listen through. It's not that big of a deal. It's a couple minutes of advertising every program every show that we put in there. And we do thank you. And we understand that sometimes commercials don't feel good to you, but just know that it's helping the overall cause. We'll keep the show coming free to you and frequent. And it allows us to do more content like TCB in the Studio, a special series we have going on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thecommercialbreak, where Krissy and I tackle more current events for a couple minutes on YouTube only, youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. It's content you can't get anywhere else. This week, we're talking more about Travis Scott's Astroworld, so check that video out. And I think that's it. I think that's what we can do today. TCBpodcast.com and all that shit. You know where to go. That's all we can do. I love you.
I love you.
Best to you.
Best to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast audience. And as always, we must end the show by saying this. Bye.